So you've made a basic instructional video and you want to just spice it up a little bit. You want to make it a little bit more informative, a little bit more easy to view. So how do you do that? How do you add captions? How do you edit it so it just is faster to watch? There's less dead time. How do you have that better sound and film quality? How do you get the shot that you want? Hi, my name is Melanie Ludy and I run this YouTube channel, and I've been making instructional videos for over a year and a half. If you missed part one, I'll link it up here. I go over the basics of when you should make an instructional video, how to plan for it, and then filming it and getting it to students. This is part two, where we go over into some of the more advanced options. So let's hop in. Before we get too crazy though, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up down below. It helps others find this content. Also, please consider subscribing so you stay up to date with all of my latest videos. I post every Sunday at 9 a.m. Okay, so let's get into this first tip, which is what you're currently on, my ring light and tripod stand. So let me pull the camera off and flip you around a little bit. So this is my ring light. This is extendable, so I can lift this up and then just tighten these clamps here to keep it at a certain height. When I plug this in, then I can play with these buttons. So power, ooh, they're really bright. And then I can cycle through the colors. This is more orangey, blue, well, white and blue here. And then I can also just turn it, this is up and down, and that'll dim things a little bit. So I can control that kind of thing. The main feature though, hold on, let me turn that off. There we go. The main thing is this clip here. Because it's on a tripod with the clip, I can just mount the phone here. Ready? Simple clamp. And then I no longer have a shaky shot. My phone is staying in one place and it's not doing this the whole time, which is so hard to watch. Another thing that might be worth your while is a lapel mic. They're actually pretty cheap on Amazon. I'll link my lapel mic and my tripod in the description. But this is what I sound like with the lapel mic. This is what I sound like without it. With the mic, without it. It's a slight difference, but if you're really looking to go to that next step, that might be the option for you. Something else you might consider purchasing is an external hard drive. So this is 1 terabyte. I think I got it for like $40. I'll link it down below as well. But because I was making so many videos, and videos are so data consuming, meaning they're very large files, I wanted to make sure I had an external hard drive so I didn't clog up my main computer. So something to consider if you know you're gonna make videos a long time. Also, they come with actually I think you have to purchase separately, like a little case, but I definitely considered this worth it because of how long it took me to make all those videos and the fact that I was using this hard drive and transporting it a lot of different places. So let's also look at the zoom face versus the camera feed. So right now you're looking at the zoom face on what it records for me. And I can make this face plenty big, but you notice that I'm a little bit muted. Like my details aren't quite as clear. I'm a little fuzzy here. If I turn off this camera though, and then I insert this camera in the corner, you can see my face is a little bit more clear. The edges are a little bit more square. And when you record, like I'm currently doing, you can put your face in that corner and you can make it bigger for students. So it's less editing, but it is a nicer look if you add it in as a separate video. So that's gonna be personal preference for you. Here you're seeing Video Editor. This replaced Windows Movie Maker. Microsoft is going to have Video Editor. If you have a Mac, you're going to have iMovie, which is a superior product in this case. I'm not even going to lie. But for those people who do have Microsoft, let's check this out. So this is how I made the majority of my instructional videos for the last year and a half. I would do special editing and extras for YouTube, but for my instructional videos, I definitely just went with easiest is best here. So I did the minimum amount of like editing and anything else that was going on. So let's check out what I did with one of these. So it looks like this is the last one I made, Properties of Matter. Yeah. So I added in this zoom. See, you can even see the file name there. Zoom, that was a zoom from whatever day I recorded it. And then I added in this little title card. So like right here, you can hit add title card. Click the thing, text, here we go. And then you can pick one of these styles. I liked Joy with this color background. So let me write like, and then it'll do an actual animation, which was really cool. So if I played it, that would be the animation that happens at the beginning of my video to kind of give it a nice title card. I could also just choose bottom or top bracket, just smaller in the middle, sides on either case. So this might be something great for you guys that are just looking to break up your videos into sections a little bit more. So I'm actually going to cancel this because I don't need it, because I already have that first one there. So this little checkbox here, I can click that and then I can hit the trash can, delete. So in a video here, if you want to actually cut anything out, you have to split the clip first, highlight the part that you want to delete, and then you can delete it. So like I can, there we go, press play. Malleable. This is a physical property. So I can hit split. It's going to ask me if I'm sure. So then this is the clip that we just watched. And then there's a split here between these two things. I could then check this and I could delete that. So if there was like a big empty space there, I could do all of that. When I am done, I would hit finish video. It's going to ask me how it's going to be exported. Its standard settings are good. Then I would hit export. This is going to take probably 20 minutes to an hour. It is a lengthy process because they're compressing all of that data. So do give it time. Try not to do this last minute. If you want to take it to the next level and use more than what is offered in Video Editor or whatever might be offered in iMovie, you could always make your captions and overlays in Canva. So this is like a full-size thumbnail or overlay, and this is 1920 pixels by 1080 pixels. This sidebar over here is 640 by 1080. Bottom bar down here is 1270 by 200 pixels, just as frame of reference. So how did I make those in Canva? So you can go create design and then custom size, and then you can put in your pixels. So this is one I've had. Also, don't forget about Canva for Educators so you can get the premium membership for free. I have a video up here all about how I did that and other ways you can have fun in Canva. So once you open a design and once you get it the way you like, these little graphics here, the shiny bits, that's something I added from Elements, and that's going to make it a video. But you can download it, and I have the choice to do it as like a JPEG or a PNG up here. I think is that says, yes, PNG. The video is suggested because of the sparkly graphics I have. So then you can hit download. It'll show up here, and then you can add it as a file in your video editing software that you're going to use, either Video Editor, iMovie, or what I end up using for my YouTube videos, which is Shotcut. Shotcut is free, but it is a bit of, it takes time to learn how to use it if you're not familiar with it. I would stick with Video Editor or iMovie. The basic principles are still the same. You still have to you have to split clips, and then you'll delete the parts that you don't want. But Shotcut allows you to do multiple layers. So when you put my face in the corner and it's not in zoom, that's actually a double layer. So let me show you something like what that looks like. One more thing about captions and overlays. You can also do pretty much all of that in Google Slides too. Just as an FYI, you just go File, and then you're gonna go, excuse me, what is it? Page Setup, Custom, and then you can change this to pixels so it's the right size for whatever you need. So let's look at Shotcut here, and we'll open Part 1's project. You can see here where I'm talking about layers. So this first layer, V1, that's my first video layer. And then if I add things, I have to add layers. So let me go to a part where I'm actually like in Zoom. So like here, this clip.
Demos that are better pre-planned. So sometimes you...
So I have my face video in the background, and then I have this sidebar over it. Because there's two things on screen, I have two video layers going on. If you were gonna put like the video you're filming on your phone in the top right corner instead of whatever Zoom feed you get, you would need two layers. So you would need a heavier software like Shotcut to do that. If you're just gonna use like basic video editor, you can only do one channel. So just have your face record in the top of Zoom, but also that's just gonna be easier overall, and it's not gonna be a huge quality thing, especially when it's just for your students versus like the whole internet. iMovie, I believe you can add channels, so just play around with iMovie before you film it so you know what you actually have. All right, so the final thing I wanna mention is if you need students to watch the video, a lot of their viewership is gonna depend on where you place the video. So if you just put the video in a random assignment link on Google Classroom, there's a good chance they're gonna miss it, especially if it's in a material instead of an assignment. So what I ended up doing is I put the video in the Google form for the comprehension quiz that they had to watch at the beginning of every week. So then the video was here in the quiz. They could watch the video, and then they went down and they answered the questions. So it was literally right there in their face, so they couldn't forget to watch it or they couldn't lose the video. Another option would be to put the video in the slides that you're gonna show so that you can give the students the link, or you can just watch it in class and then continue on. Okay, so that's gonna wrap up this video on some of the more advanced techniques you can use when you're filming instructional videos. Please give this video a big thumbs up down below. Let me know, what else do you need help with when you're making instructional videos? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.